Yo, we're going to Mount Washington. We're climbing Mount Washington. 2-day trip. That's Colin. Behind the camera's Gavin. Yo, Gavin, say hi. Yo, life starts at hi to your normie. He's mute. He don't speak. Gavin's 6'4", black. If any girls want to hit him up.
It's Chase again from Toucan, Maryland.
Starting the drive. Mount Washington.
Yo, this is Mount Washington, bro.
10-hour drive.
Yes, sir. I mean, no, more like a 20-hour drive from Toucan, Texas. Bang! You got any friends, man?
How's your friend?
Yeah, but
She got any Stacy Light friends?
Yeah, but
Stacy
the Asian girl's already dating a guy.
Is the guy white?
No.
No, of course.
He's like 5'5".
Motherfucker! Are you serious? I mean,
Maybe you should like actually try and get it.
I'm scared that if I actually try, then I'll still get rejected, and then I'll know that it's really not just me trolling, it's just a fucking job.
That's what you should.
I've been since I was a kid, man. Like,
Yeah,
why can't a girl just choose me, man? Just pick me, love me, man. I watched Grey's Anatomy, by the way.
She hit me up. She took
Same with this Adeline girl, and I was just a bot. I was the biggest dumbass. I don't even know, dude.
Maybe don't clip farm while you're trying to get a girl.
I wasn't even clip farming with her. I was just awkward and weird. Like, Alex. Dude. Alex. What, Gavin? Oh, Gavin, please contribute.
Yeah, you're gonna switch to dudes. So.
And you're gonna find no success and switch back.
Yeah, man, you'll just be lonely for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I've been a scary little boy my entire life. Like, it feels like, you know what it is? It always felt like it was just a weird thing for only me. Like, it just felt everyone else was just a natural thing, and just for me, it was like, it's something weird and something that, like, it wouldn't happen to. Like, it just never happened. And I always thought that it would just happen naturally, and, like, I know that I have to go out and, like, do it myself, and I've said that before on a vid, but, like, I just don't know how to just go out there and do it myself. That's also, plus, like, I just don't go out there. Like, you met that girl through work.
Yeah.
Chase is talking to some girl. I don't know how you met her. But
Yeah, but bro, you gotta make shit
I just
happen for
don't-
yourself. Like,
I just don't
That-
go out,
that's
bro.
not-
I'm a homebody, bro.
you just assume that me and Colin just stood. Well, Colin might have stood eye for eye, but like.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But like
she
most
came to me
times,
both
bro,
times.
Most times it's like you gotta be a little flirtatious and like you gotta like make an effort.
Dude, I feel like I'm good in a social. I mean, I'm not that good in a social setting. Maybe I'm over projecting my ability. I'm just never in a social setting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm terrible in a social
That's
setting.
because, like, I'm just a loner, dude. Like, I'm just at home. Dude, 3 days ago, I was playing video games for 100 hours straight, bro.
That's attractive to somebody.
Is Gavin a Matsume?
You should hit her up. Be like,
I already DM'd her, bro. I did it on stream, I'm pretty sure.
no, you did it in the car like a dumbass, and you said green FN, and then you sent a fucking Kobe. You're stupid as shit.
It was Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you're just cooking yourself.
I can only blame myself because I never actually tried, so I'm scared of rejection.
Don't do it. You're gonna get. Well, if you do this shit, you're getting rejected every single time. So why not try and
Bro,
maybe
you
have a
lost before
chance?
you even started.
Yeah.
Well, and then I have the excuse of, oh, it's just trolling. Like,
Okay.
obviously you didn't want me because that's trolling, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when I say, do you want to be part of the Malikverse? I know she don't want to be part of the Malikverse. I know that.
Just hit up like I'm feeling mad fertile.
See, now we're starting to talk good shots. I'll put that in the binder. I'm just a pussy. I'm just a bitch. I don't know how to get over that.
Get high.
Get high. I don't do drugs. I don't do drinking.
That is attractive to the right people.
Like, maybe I just have to be like Togi and just blast trend, do hard drugs, take methamphetamine and rip hella coke, gamble a shit ton, drink a shit ton.
I heard girls like meth source.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm liking this guy.
I'll look into that.
I'll write that one down. Like, I low-key just wish, like, a girl would just be like, come here, be my boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Is that kind of fire?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you have to be Chad like for
That's
that.
what fucking happens to this dude.
You have to be Chad like for that, bro. We know this.
Can I ascend to Chad Light?
No, you're fucked.
Look at me. Yeah, you got like a pedo stash going.
Oh.
You might want to shave it. Bro, I shaved yesterday, bro. My bad I got so much test, man. My bad I got so much test.
So much test.
My bad. This is peak male performance.
Alright, man.
We get it, bro. Addison likes you. Whoever the fuck this other girl likes you.
They want Dick Dennis. They don't want me.
You're just too good for him, Alec.
Picture. She's like, hey.
I don't care about your other girls, bro. Where is the shotting for me?
You're a fucking loser.
No, I'm done. Damn. We getting all these girls. Where are their friends?
Damn. Wait. Alec, me and you are twinning.
Fuck you mean we're twinning, Gavin?
Because, like, we don't have any play, but I'm also 2 years younger than you in high school.
Kevin, you're 5'2". Don't talk to me, okay? Life starts at high tier normie. Guess what I am? I'm a Chad Light.
You're low.
Holy shit, you are sub 5, bro. Get your shit together.
I've been up since 6:30 last night, okay? I was on my phone with my friend. Guess what happened? He hanged up for some huzz. So I sat there in the dark in my room, looking at my damn phone, scrolling for about 6 hours. About 6 or 7 hours.
Like 6, 7.
Okay? I don't want to hear shit from you. What?
You got something on your shirt there, buddy.
That should definitely touch my mouth. I basically just made out with the 16-year-old boy.
All right, but what are we doing here today? What are we doing tomorrow?
We are hiking Mount Washington, bro.
Yep.
We are in Toucan, New Hampshire right now, as we speak.
Where we came
I
from?
think they know where Mount Washington is.
Toucan, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
We came from Toucan, Wisconsin.
It was
And we
quite
drove
the
up.
drive.
We kind of drove up through Toucan, Maryland. And then,
From Wisconsin, yeah.
From Wisconsin.
Yes, exactly.
And then
Toucan, Michigan.
and then through Wyoming. Toucan, Wyoming.
Mm-hmm. And then we went down to the Grand Canyon.
And
Then we came up here.
That
And-
was sick.
And then we flew on a plane. You know?
yeah.
Through
Yeah.
Toucan,
It
Puerto Rico.
only took us like all day. Only like 5 hours, but you know, it was like
It was more like 6 or 7 hours.
6, 7.
yeah, can we get philosophical, bro?
ARS.
I just slept with fucking Chase last night, and I'm feeling amazing. I gotta go fucking climb a fucking mountain, bruh.
I slept on that jank ass cot.
Hell yeah. I'm calling for sleeping on the jank ass cot.
Hell yeah. Took one for the team, but I'm low key dripped out.
Yeah, Colin is dripped out. I have no drip at all. I'm fucking excited.
You should be.
It's not loaded.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go.
Isn't it on that?
Let's do this shit.
All right. Couple bad things. There's not really technically a lot of footage of me and the boys actually climbing Mount Washington. Because we were rushing for time because we were trying to beat the rain. Spoiler alert, we actually didn't, and I had no jacket, and I was soggy for like all the climb down, and then I also lost my microphones, but I don't know, this wouldn't really be a overthinking Asian video without me yapping for a little bit. And I think, I mean, with the topic, like, we're climbing a mountain, it's like, there's a bunch of obvious things you could talk about. You could talk about, like, oh, the harder the climb, the better the view, or the way you climb a mountain is by taking the first step, or it's not about you know the destination, it's about the journey. But I mean, these are all like kind of horses that have been beaten, and I wanted to talk about, I guess, two things. The first one is that the whole thing about like the harder the climb, the better the view from the top of the mountain is like totally BS. And me and my boys, we learned that firsthand, and I'll show pictures, and I have some footage, and I'll show that as well. But the freaking the climb was ass. Okay, like we got up, the clip of us like freaking going to the mountain, and I'm all hype, and like Colin's like, let's get this shit. That was at like 5:45 or something in the morning, so we were up at the ass crack of dawn, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but to each their own. And then what's it called? And the climb was hard. Like, I'm not like an outdoorsman, I guess, but like it was not a hike, bro. It was like a straight up climb. Like we were climbing freaking rock faces, bro. Like it was like a little scary at some points, and it was hard, right? It was like physically demanding. Like I feel like if I wasn't young and I was like older and I didn't really work out, or I didn't like keep in top physical condition. Well, I'm not. I'm by no means in top physical condition. But like if I wasn't young and able to like push through, I definitely like could have like gotten injured or not been able to do the whole hike. Right, and that's just goes like it was a hard climb, at least for me. And we got to the top, and I'll show pictures. There was no view. Okay, it was just fog. There's 3 sections to this climb. We went up Tuckerman's Ravine, and there's one pretty easy hike up to the bottom of the first like bowl, and then you climb up to the top of the bowl. There's a ridge, and you go from the ridge to the top of the mountain. And once we got to the top of the ridge and we were climbing to the top of the mountain, we were just in a fog cloud. So like when like the hike should have been peak, like amazing views, you like look behind us off the ground, like it should have been amazing. It was ass, and we were just like in a foggy cloud, and you didn't even feel like you were a mile in the air. You kind of just were in fog. And I think that's a lesson that is like good to learn, that you can grind something, you can do something and work really hard and think that you're doing the right thing, and that you can think that the climb is so hard, and you can keep telling yourself like it's okay, like once I'm done, then the view is going to be beautiful and amazing, when it's really not. Like I feel like that happens to me all the time. Like I've worked, I mean, I'm not going to say like my life's been hard or anything, but what's it called? But I've worked on things when I thought, like, for example, in school, I thought that, working really hard and having super good grades in school was going to get me further than it did. And the view like of my life right now, it doesn't feel that spectacular. And I feels like I worked really hard in high school and whatnot. But I mean, again, lesson learned. Like sometimes you can climb the mountain, and the top of the mountain is the freaking cloud, and you're staring around looking at mist. Okay, like, oh man. And I mean, it wasn't that big a deal. Like obviously, like once we got to the top of the ridge, we knew that it was gonna be ass. When we got to the top, we're like, we're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna finish it, which is another lesson. Is like the second thing I want to say is like that sometimes you might, I think just finishing what you start, like just sitting or like jumping ship is kind of like, this wouldn't be a good story if I was just like, yeah, we climbed half of Mount Washington, and then we knew that the views weren't going to be that good, so we gave up. Like just because the view from the top of the mountain was really bad, and our Instagram pictures are not that good, it doesn't take away from the fact that we climbed the mountain and that we reached that peak. Even if the view was bad, we still did something. We still accomplished something. Even as mundane as climbing a mountain. I mean, it's not going to get my bread up, but I think just applying that to other realms of life, it's a good lesson to have. Like even if you have a feeling that maybe things aren't going to end well, or the view's not going to be that good, it's still worth it to finish the hike, to make it to the top of the mountain. Yeah. And then my last thing I want to say, I'll keep this brief because long video, but what I wanted to say was, so like Mount Washington, I've heard about it before, right? Like, people I know have been like, oh, like I hiked Mount Washington, and like, oh, like you see the stickers on people's cars, like this car climbed Mount Washington. So like I totally had like a false impression going into it, where I thought this shit was gonna be easy. Like it was gonna just be like, oh, it's like a long hike. Like I didn't know that it was gonna be physically demanding. I thought it's more like just like a long hike, not I have to climb rocks and like cross waterfalls and look over the edge of stuff. And I didn't know. I was ignorant. And I feel like when I'm telling people like, yo, like I climbed Mount Washington, they're like, oh, that's cool. And maybe it's because I'm a little salty about the whole no view thing, and I'm a little like I just want some validation for climbing this like hard ass mountain. At least it was hard from my point of view. Maybe some people are like, that shit's easy. That's like my freaking, that's my path to school. But a lot of people don't, I think, are under the same misimpression that I had, that Mount Washington is like an easy thing to do. And I think that that's true for a lot of things in life. Like all the time when, maybe not all the time, but it's happened a few times when I'm in school, or I was in school. Damn. People would ask me like, how do you get such good grades? Like, how are you always scoring so well in these tests? And like what is it that you have that I don't? And it was always good intentions. Like it was never like people trying to be mean, but it always felt like they were always like trying to like, it felt like they were trying to take away like my hard work a little bit. Like, not saying I was like working crazy hard in school, but the reason I did well on tests is because I cared and I tried hard at, that was my goal, was to do that. And what I think, the same thing with climbing this mountain, telling people I climbed Mount Washington, people are just like, oh, that's cool. I think the lesson there is that people aren't always going to understand the climb, right? They're not going to know how hard the climb is because they've never done it, okay? Like a lot of these people, maybe they never tried super hard to get good grades. So they don't understand the climb. They don't understand the grind about doing that. So, I mean, I don't really have a good response to it. Like oh, it's kind of like, it's like insecure if you're like, I climbed Mount Washington, and then some dude's like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, no, bro, it was like really hard. Like, you should be really impressed. Like, that's like, obviously that's not an interaction you're going to do or want to have. But I think give people grace with that. I think that that's something I could work on. Like, I think that my struggles are somehow like harder. Like, I had to work harder to get good grades. Like, that's not true. That's definitely not true. I was very fortunate. But it's like, my 3 other friends, they climbed the mountain just like I did. And for me, it was harder. To me, it felt like it was harder for me than them. And maybe it was, because we're different people. And I'm probably one of the least physically fit. But I think that maybe sometimes, like, I overvalue how hard things are for me. And I don't really know why I do that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a baby. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I really wanted to say about it. I hope you guys are liking the video. I'll have some clips after this about showing us reaching the top and stuff, and just showing you guys. Because on the way up, it was beautiful. Like, we got to the bottom of the bowl. Like, I have a video of us. It's magnificent. I'll show some pictures too. Like, it was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But then once you got to the top, it really wasn't that good. And yeah, last thing I want to say. Brad Pitt said it in a speech. He was paraphrasing. or he was quoting something else too. So I don't know why I just said that, but he said, I was reading a book the other day. One character said, "Is it the destination or the journey?" The other character responded, "It's the company," and I could not agree more. I think that's, in all seriousness, the journey was amazing, and the journey was fun, but it was only fun because my friends were there. Like if I was like, I'm gonna do this shit alone, I'm gonna drive up there by myself. First of all, I probably would have fallen asleep on the drive up and like crash the car. Or, drive up, camp by myself, and then get myself up at 5:45. I mean, I would have missed the alarm, and then get myself up, and freaking like climb the mountain by myself. I would have probably fallen to my death. Like, and also I would not have had any fun while doing it. I would not have enjoyed it at all. So be careful who you choose as your company, because you don't want to choose people that, because like one of my friends was like, yo, like, yeah, he was a little bit slower at the start, and we were both like, yo, bro, we gotta take a break right now. And it wasn't like my friend like, oh, what the fuck, why do you need a break and shit? Like, it's, you surround yourself with the right people so that your journey is easier and your journey's fun, regardless of the view at the top of the mountain. You want to have fun with the journey, because I mean, to break down like the whole, like, not the philosophy of it, but like, if you think of your life as one big climb up a mountain, and I think I've said it a lot, but you can't control if the view at the top, like I couldn't control if the view was going to be good that day. That was completely out of my control. I can't control the weather. So, I can't control if I die and my view's kind of ass. Who knows? But what you can control is who you surround yourself with, and hopefully they can make your journey fun, even if in the end the destination isn't that great. So, yeah, it's not the journey or the destination; it's the company, because they make the journey, worth hiking. Wait, now, hold up, I got a clip farm. Not hiking. It's not the journey or the destination; it's the company, because the company makes the journey worth living. Bang! All right, guys. Hope y'all like the vid. Also, okay, I've already said that, but like, I don't really have like a good metaphor for this, but like, I guess maybe this is also another lesson, is that a lot of people, like, whenever the people use like like climbing a mountain as like an analogy for life, they always assume that the climb stops at the top, right? Like, they think like, oh, I'm at the base, I'm gonna climb up, and once I get to the top, I'm done, right? But in reality, it's like this, and you still have to climb down, right? Like, there's no analogy or nothing. Like, climbing down that mountain was so ass, bro. I fucking hated it. It was so shit, because by then it was fully raining. I have a clip of us, and I was like, I was fully drenched in water, because I didn't have a jacket, because I was a dumbass. I guess life lesson, be prepared, but fuck, dude. I was soaked to the bone for like not 4 hours, but like at least like 2.5 hours or 3 hours or something like that. Walking down a freaking mountain, trying not to slip because it was super wet. And then I could have just like, if I slipped on some points, if you slip, like you're dead. Like that, like people die on that mountain. Like what? I don't know, man. But yeah, I digress. I don't really know what the analogy is there. Like, that like you have to come down from the peaks, if you think about it like that, like, the lows are because there are highs. Like, you have lows because you have highs. I don't know. I think that's, a lot of people miss that when they're making analogies about like a freaking mountain, because the worst part was going down. I guess that's true. The worst part is freaking going down, because you always want to be at the peak, but then the peak isn't always good. So I don't know. I'm getting lost in like metaphors, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the vid, and like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, just made it to the top.
Where's the Walmart?
Where is the Walmart? Where's the McDonald's?
Where are we going?
Beautiful. Yep. I'm loving this view.
Loving the view.
Wait, put the camera on me. Wait, you guys see that view?
That is
What
worth.
we just worked for, baby.
Hell yeah. Shout out my parents. Shout out
my brother. He told me to start going outside.
Shout out Addison. Full name drop.
Shout out, I don't have no girls. Shout out my mom. Shout out my mom, man.
Shout out Ding Ding.
Shout out Ding for getting full self-driving suspended.
On the Tesla. Malik,
Drive home.
we're almost there.
Bro, this is the hardest stairs I've ever climbed in my life.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself, guys. I'm proud of you guys, too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm proud of us. As a team, we made it.
Us and our Sherpas.
We are now Sherpas.
I was reading a passage recently where a character was asking, which is more important, the journey or the destination? And the other replied, it's the company.
Catch my breath and hold it for me. I'm wasting my time trying to make up my mind. I'm sitting here as the chandelier is whispering in my ear, saying, can I get a cigarette? I know you'll never be mine. Can you come around?
Yo, did you get that? Did you get that?